everybody. It is Friday night, and you know what? That means it's time for That Damn Show. And that means we're here with David Anthony and me, Mark. Hey, guys, how has your week been?
Anthony, you first, sir.
Busy. Training for a new career path, so crazy busy. But I'm here tonight, and I'm ready to rock and roll with these movies, and it's going to be a good night all around, man.
So, how do you train to become a fluffer?
Yes.
Make sure carpal tunnel doesn't set in.
That's it's a lot of this.
Get them wet and puffy.
That's right, boys.
Well,
Hey,
my week was okay. It was busy.
Good.
Work, a big group project to write for school, but it's over now.
Fun. That sounds pretty good.
I'm just waiting for Sunday.
Do I even remember what happened this week? I did set up I did get some spoilers. Well, at the end of the episode, we're going to talk about Game of Thrones, so those of you that don't want to hear spoilers can leave. But I'm going to give you one big spoiler. It looks like it's going to be Trump on the Iron Throne at the end of the series. that's the ball they're going to throw at everybody. So,
That's right, it's going to be Mr. Donald Trump on the Iron Throne. And it's going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Yes!
Okay. No, All right. So, anybody get anything exciting this week? I think I got... This might have been the only... Did I get more? Oh!
Show that tramp stamp.
Where are they? Oh, they're in different places. But I got the metallic Harley Quinn, the expensive one, and then I got the black and white Hot Topic one. But and then Patina Stan Lee showed up this week.
Oh, very
impressive. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like the gold foil on the box, and then
that's nice.
Back, it's got so the back of the box looks like.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
That actually would be, it'd be cool. Okay, they wouldn't need to put Donald Trump on the Iron Throne, but they could do it not well. I bet you there's going to be that's going to be a Freddy Funko for Fun Days. There's going to be a Freddy Funko on the Iron Throne? New prediction.
Yeah, I could see that one. I could see that happening. Definitely. So let's see. My weekly gets. I got all my gold Star Wars friends. My blue Stormtrooper should be here tomorrow. And then I managed to snag the MJ, the Fanatics. He came today, and actually everybody's saying all their boxes are crushed. I mean, mine's minty fresh, so I'll take it.
The one I got from Fanatics, I got for somebody else. And I want to say the box was pretty good. I got it.
Mine's fine. Everybody's showing these pictures of them smashed like the Night King, but
well, I was pretty certain, and I had the sinking suspicion that Dark Phoenix is going to go live last night, but now I kind of have a feeling it's going to be tonight. There's been too many
showing up.
Stores already have him, so
could be.
I just don't know. Do I buy like 6? I mean, do I want?
Get the chase.
I told Amy that she could probably make a pretty cool custom of that one, though. And
yeah, totally.
If the movie doesn't suck, it would be a cool pop to have a custom of. If the movie's garbage, nobody's going to want to have anything to do with Dark Phoenix.
Well,
but the one thing is, the pops are going to be long gone by that time. And
X-Men fans beg to differ. We're all going to go crazy for that, especially for that chase.
Speaking of chases, what did we think of the Broly chase that went live this week?
Oh, that's the guy's name was?
The fact that it's a 6-inch, so it's the first 6-inch chase, and I believe it's the first Dragon Ball chase, which is pretty cool if you ask me.
Yeah,
I just have a feeling they're going to be extremely overproduced and extremely easy to get. So from a value standpoint, probably not much, but cool from a first standpoint.
Well, yes and no. If it stays, if it's just going to be, but it's a Galactic Toys exclusive. With the flashes that they did for NYCC, we didn't see the Galactic Toys exclusive getting sold overseas, so they stayed exclusive to them last time.
True.
If it stays exclusive to them, I think there will be quite a bit of value to the chase, but not very much value for the non-chase.
So I'm confused. So does the Common Glow too, or is it just the chase?
Just the chase.
No, just the chase.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
So yeah, I ordered that this week, and I ordered the Amazonia Wonder Woman from Hot Topic that dropped this week.
Okay.
I guess our AT&T got the Night King, and it was gone after the first 2 visitors because there was 6, and they each bought the limit of 3. So, but I have no faith that one's going to be hard to get. You know, getting it with
they're all over Macari.
Yeah, with the AT&T sticker, it might be a little harder, but there's got to be a ton of the other ones.
Well,
so,
the AT&T stickers all over Macari for $30.
Oh, really? Oh, that cheap?
All over. People are putting them up in Grill Fail Waffle, like, because they know that supposedly the AT&T warehouse factory just released today that there are 15,000 pieces that they don't have that they allowed pre-orders for. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
They'll probably just more. That's what Animation did, you know, and no, that's not going to be, you know, it'll be interesting to see if the Night King on the Throne has more with the HBO, because we know now that some Mexico place has it and some places in Europe are going to have it too, and I think
yeah, we play Chile is getting it.
But I know that the HBO one hit on the app today at like $130, which that's not going to stay at that value.
But that's what Children of the Forest opened up at, right? Like right around 200.
Yeah, and then it just went up and up and up because nobody ever got it.
Right.
That's not the case with the Night King. So, I mean, you can still pre-order the foreign version of the Night King for what was it, like 50 or something like that? I mean,
I think so.
It's not even an ungodly amount. So we got the 10-inch Thanos coming pretty soon.
Yep.
From Target?
Yeah. That's maybe next Friday? It might be dropping the day of the premiere.
I thought Pikachu was next Friday.
I think Thanos, and I know the glow in the dark Thor box from GameStop is next week.
Cool.
Yeah. The glow in the dark what box?
The shirt box from GameStop.
Oh, okay. No, and let's see here. Did we hear? What else did we? There's something else here. I'm trying to look through Twitter here to see if there's something else that I'm missing here. I feel like there was one more story that dropped this week. They announced a bunch of new WWE, and I like that there's a couple old ones. The Deku, or whatever I call him, Uchu. And then next week, the Nymeria or Nyme, I can't remember. I think it's Nymeria.
Yeah.
That's Arya's dog, right?
Ladies with the answer. Yeah. It sure is. And she's still alive.
Yeah, you know, that Dragon Ball pop is kind of cool. But now it's just going to be another 6-inch Dragon Ball Z pop that I have that I don't collect Dragon Ball Z.
I like the Chalice Collectibles one too that dropped.
I like that. I like that we got a lively chat tonight. Hey, everybody.
How's it going, kids?
So I was just signing into the chat to see what's going on over there. That's always cool.
Yes. I will have to get 10-inch Thanos, and I almost bought the Thanos and Thor movie moment this week because Walmart has it on clearance for $15 right now, and I'm tempted because you can buy it online and you get free shipping to store, or else you spend $35, you can have it shipped for free, or you can just pay for shipping. So, no. Tomorrow I have a few things. Oh no, I only have one thing coming tomorrow. My first of my 2 Night Kings and the Throne comes tomorrow.
I think mine said Tuesday next week.
And I believe that my record that David scored me from Record Store Day is coming tomorrow.
Yeah,
The Weezer.
Hey.
knock on wood, it's safe. Knock on wood.
I bought the B-Sides album for the Weezer Blue album, and I got the Bohemian Rhapsody picture disc one. David got more than I did. What else did you get, David?
Oh, let's see. They're all hung up on my wall. I got the Bohemian Rhapsody. I got the 7-inch and the picture disc one. Oh, I got Pink Floyd, Saucer Full of Secrets. I got Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. I got The Crow. I got the Gorillaz. Santa Gold's coming in the mail.
Okay.
What else did I get? I got both Weezers. And I think that's about it.
Okay. I did see that they are taking pre-orders for the Teal album on vinyl now, but it is not colored vinyl like it was for Record Store Day.
Oh, the colored
So
is
in case you guys didn't hear us talking about it before, Record Store Day is kind of like the Comic-Con for pops for record collectors, but only the indie shops. You can't go to Best Buy and buy Record Store Day ones. You can't go online and buy them unless you're buying it from somebody who's going to go stand in line and then sell it.
Look at that.
Kind of like how David bought a Queen album for $100. Is that what the Teal album looks like? Is it like
Teal
blue, or is it teal?
It's teal and it's like kind of translucent. It's pretty sweet.
So was there a download card in the slipcase?
You know what?
I look like a little business card.
I believe so.
I think they quit doing that.
Yeah, no, there's nothing. Just the sleeve and the vinyl.
So I kind of miss that because I haven't been buying as much vinyl as I used to. But what I always used to do, because usually I already had the album when I bought the vinyl, and so I would just ask on Facebook who wants a digital copy of this album. Like, I just got Metallica Kill 'Em All. Does anybody want a digital copy of it? And then first person that hit me up, I would send them the code. But no, so they must be cutting. That's probably why they're cutting down on it, because they don't want people doing that, because we're bad people. But that's okay. So no, did you guys ingest anything good this week as far as viewing, listening?
I've listened to the inside of a postal vehicle all week, so
Do they even have radios in them?
no, you're not allowed to have anything. No noise.
Nothing really.
Wow. No music. No nothing.
Listen to the sound of the mail.
Yeah, the mail is shuffling around the back.
Let's see. Viewing wise, not really. I mean, Sunday. Who didn't watch on Sunday? Come on.
We'll talk about that a little later.
Right, exactly.
We'll keep our spoiler stuff for the end of the episode.
What was Sunday?
That would have been Game of Thrones.
An amazing moment in my life to watch.
We had to wait like 545 days of no Game of Thrones before we had more Game of Thrones. And then
for winter to come when it's springtime?
And there's only 5 left.
Yeah, there's 6 episodes in the final season. So this Sunday's will also be 60 minutes like last Sunday, and then the remaining 4 are all going to be 80 minutes long. So
I can't wait.
But it'll be interesting to see. We'll have a good section of the episode right before the finale dedicated to predictions of what's going to happen in the finale. So that should be fun. I hope. Do a lot of you guys watch Game of Thrones?
I've watched every episode, maybe even multiple times, and read all the books.
Oh, you read the books?
I did. I was hooked on.
I used to wish I read the books, but now I'd be bitter because they're never going to finish them. He's not going to write his last one.
And the last one, they're different. It's not the same thing as the show.
No, and he's just not going to do it.
I
mean, the guy looks like he's one chicken McNugget away from the coffin. So
right, I've been waiting 3 years, 4 years.
Shoot. I mean, he's gonna have his little conductor hat, and he's gonna take that train all the way up to the. No, let's see here. We watched the new episode of Twilight Zone yesterday. If you guys haven't watched Twilight Zone, watch Twilight Zone. It's really good.
Yes, I gotta watch it.
Full of Easter eggs for the original series, and it's really good. I did see a movie this week. It was called Shazam, and I really, really, really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it. Now,
You hear that, Carlita? You hear that? He really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it. Now, I must say, if you're looking for a serious superhero movie, you maybe won't want to apply. It's not that it's just slapstick the whole time, but what's nice about it is it doesn't take itself too seriously, and you'll have a smile on your face through most of the movie.
You
It's
know
really
what?
good.
Cool. That's cool.
Sometimes you need comic relief, and if anything, DC needed another laugher.
Yeah, because was there any jokes other than when we made fun of in like Batman versus Superman? And I don't know, was there? I'm trying to remember if there was any intentional jokes in Batman versus Superman at all. It's been a while, and
I haven't. Yeah,
I'm waiting to go back and revisit and watch the director's cut. That's even longer.
Oh, you just really want to torture yourself, huh?
Well, I don't hate it. Okay, I mean it's not as bad as what people. If the Marvel movies didn't exist, people would have thought it was an amazing superhero movie.
Okay, so honest opinion of yours. I'm looking for Batman versus Superman or Suicide Squad.
Batman versus Superman is better than Suicide Squad.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
I'm still an apologizer for Suicide Squad. They rush the story and it's a hot mess, but it's kind of a fun hot mess at times. I'm very excited for James Gunn's take on the second one. I have a feeling they're going to fix a lot of it. I know that Birds of Prey, the Gotham City Sirens, is coming up before that, so we're going to get more Harley Quinn before the next Suicide Squad, and I'm hoping they do a little bit of building from that. But we can freely talk about that because that movie's not coming out this year. Because our main topic today is going to be our most anticipated movies for the rest of 2019. So we'll be getting to that shortly. But it's James Gunn has done something that only one other director's done in the past.
Directed a Marvel and a DC.
Had his foot in both sides of the line because Joss Whedon did that too. Because they brought him in to try to do the reshoots of for Justice League. But sometimes, I mean, I really, really want there to be a Snyder cut because I want to see what the Snyder version would have been. Because we wouldn't have the weird lipped Superman and I can't remember what else, but there were definitely some differences that were supposed to be fairly big between the two, and but Justice League, it's somehow the first Avengers movie got the group superhero movie right, and DC hasn't been able to do it. They utterly failed in Suicide Squad at doing it because it just felt like they shook a box and like, here's people. I'm gonna give you 8 seconds about each person's backstory, and now go. But then Justice League did it, but some of the characters weren't. I mean, I wish that they would have done more with Flash ahead of it. I wish that they went in a different direction with Cyborg because I often forget that Cyborg was even in the movie. He was fairly forgettable.
Very forgettable.
And Aquaman was there for the best line in Justice League, my man. But yeah,
I'm very excited to see James Gunn's direction of the second Suicide Squad.
I read Suicide Squad the comic from issue number 1 to whenever I quit reading comics, and it was one of my favorite comics. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how well they do. Because I think maybe it helped because I used to read. I read Batman and the Outsiders, which then turned into the Outsiders. So I was very familiar with Katana, who kind of just existed in that movie as some weird Oriental chick that just hung out there.
Yeah, she did. And, I was not happy with that.
Rick Flag. Yep, he was a guy. And
he was a guy, but he was a guy.
Yeah, he was a guy that was in the movie. So no, and a lot more people know who Amanda Waller is because if they've watched any of like the Arrowverse and stuff like that, Berlantiville stuff, she's been in those. So people may understand a little bit about her character, and they've done their take on Suicide Squad as well. I can't say that it was any better than what they've done with the others. Now, I think there's only 2 episodes left of Gotham. And word on the street is it's a 3-year jump, and we're going to get to see slightly older Bruce Wayne in the beginning stages being Batman.
Yeah, and then the end of the season is rumored to be Batman.
Right. Exactly. Yep. And that's it.
Because this last episode acted like it could have been the end, because it was them, Bruce Wayne flying away, leaving Gotham. They took out Bane and all the other bad guys, and everything was happy.
Thank you for just ruining that moment for me. I appreciate it so much, and I'm so glad you ruined it.
So you actually thought when you were going to watch that and Bane came in that Bane was going to win, and that's how the show was going to end?
No, I'm just playing.
I don't think so. You don't even know who Bane's going to be, because you get to see all these characters. I mean, the amount of different people that have played Poison Ivy already in that series, because it was that little girl, and then something happened, and then she was an adult. But no, I've been happy with Gotham. I'm glad that I stuck it out, because man, they've crammed in just about every Batman person they could in these last couple seasons. But it's been kind of fun. But Anthony hasn't seen
the leak that I saw of the Joker.
Anthony doesn't watch TV.
No, I watched the first 2 seasons.
He watched the Twilight Saga over and over again.
Sparkles.
You know, we made a mad attempt to get him interested in Game of Thrones today, because he said he doesn't watch movies from that period unless they have to do with vampires. So I tried to tell him that vampires are in Game of Thrones, but I don't think he bought it. You would like it, Anthony. It's a good show.
You would love it. You would love it.
But over the next few weeks, we're gonna spoil the crap out of it. So you're gonna get to hear the whole end game, unless you put us on mute for a little while we talk about it.
I could do a whole show about Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I'll have to take the night off.
I did get the rest of my Dorbs today. My wolves. I have all 6 of them now. They're all together, a happy family.
Bring home.
My dwarves.
They're dwarves. Dwarves are tough.
Okay, no, they're not. They're bad. They're literally bad. I kind of like my Batman ones, but that's because there's like 4 million of them.
No,
and it's just because I have the other Batmans that match them. And I just need more things to buy that are Batman and Funko that don't cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Right, exactly.
Because that's all I have left, other than a few more Dorbs and maybe some mystery minis and whatever else they kick out. Now, my Chrome browser's been weird on my laptop. Sticks sometimes. So now some of the Spider-Man Far From Home ones I'm kind of excited for. I kind of want to get all the glow ones. So John, I don't think you're in the chat right now. I haven't seen you yet, but we have to watch for the Mysterio one.
Yeah, that's
that Walmart.
That's going to be fun.
He's currently on a mission to get the Dark Phoenix Walmart glow, and I want that one. But that I want all the Far From Home glow ones, and then I'll get the Hot Topic Mysterio one too, because that's the unmasked one. And then
I think that one went live today.
No, they just showed pictures of it today.
Oh, okay.
Nope, I think the Far From Home pops aren't coming out till next month, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know. I had the GameStop one pre-ordered. I canceled it. I just want the Mysterio glow one.
Oh, that lava guy looks kind of cool. I kept him.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be able to get him easily if I change my mind.
And it does look like there's a common Sporky and a GameStop Sporky, so I don't know the difference between the GameStop one and the common one is. But I have the GameStop one pre-ordered for that. Every time no, we can't talk about Toy Story 4 yet, because that is a movie that's coming out this year.
This is very true.
So, I don't think I have anything. There's not much more for Funko news, so should we transition? Because I think we're gonna give a little bit of love to this this topic here because there's a lot of movies coming out this year that look to be very, very, very good. And
I'm very excited to hear what all you guys have to say. I'm very excited about a lot of these movies that are coming out. I'm very excited to talk about them.
Well, Mark, did you get Chet today?
Did I get Chet today? Oh no, we can talk about Chet. I forgot that Chet came out today. And well, there was that garbage one that came out on Wednesday. Fantastic Beast.
Oh yeah, nope. But I got Chet.
I watched the picture of the glow, and it's bad even on that one. But no, I did not buy Chet today. I'm going to buy Chet, but I'm going to buy Chet next month when the new one comes out. So I only have to pay the shipping fee once because these don't sell out, and I would just as soon buy two at once and not have to pay because they're $15 and they end up being about 24 by the time shipping and taxes over from Minnesota. And
21 for me.
Man, I'll get the two and then it'll be like 36, 37. Even if it's 40, it's still cheaper. I mean, it saves me almost $10. So I think that that's what I'm going to do with these. If one's really cool and I think it's going to sell out, I'll buy it. I mean, if it's amazing. But the Rockabilly didn't sell out. The Assassin Monkey didn't sell out. Other than the con ones and the Christmas ones, none of them have sold out.
I don't know why they're so cool though. I mean, it's like
they are, but I think they make a lot of them.
Listen, the Funko Shop, they made those Dorbs limited edition. They need to come out with a pop that's like LE 2500 so that there's some value to them, and people may be enticed.
But they do that at the cons because even those limited edition 2500, they're barely going to be worth what people paid for them.
Well, because they get produced overseas.
Well, no, they won't. They still won't exceed that amount. They still will only be 2500. Because the overseas Funko Shop ones still have the Funko Shop sticker on them. So if they do sell them overseas, but a lot of the limited edition ones like that, I don't know if they do. I haven't seen a lot of those at Pop Culture and stuff.
No.
They have a limited number of them. I haven't seen them that way.
Mm-mm.
But if you look, because they've had the Dorbs pack, they had like the Crypto and Ace 2-pack from Emerald City Comic Con. That I don't even think it's worth what it costs to buy.
No, yeah, I have that one too.
The Game of Thrones Dragons from San Diego Comic-Con is worth a little more than what it was, but barely. I think it's probably worth what it costs for me to buy them and then ship them to Gary because they were
heavy. Yeah.
And that's about what they're worth, So I mean, there's just out of like the 20 Batman Dorbs, there's several of them that are limited numbers. I think there's only like 3 that are worth. There's only like 1 or 2 that are worth more than 50, and there's like a 40, and then most of them are worth like 6.
Yeah.
So that's the Dorbs life. Even the Dorbs chases aren't worth much. They're worth less. They're worth less than pop.
I've got a few. I don't think they are. I've got Alien.
I have the Red Hulk chase. It's not worth garbage.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
No.
Rocket
I
Man.
think without further ado, let's bring on the main topic. So, ladies and gentlemen, this year is 2019, and we are going to be each telling our top 3 most anticipated movies for 2019.
I thought it was 5, but that's okay. 3 it is.
We could do 5. I thought you said 3. This is how organized.
I mean, I have 8, but I can narrow it down to my 3 most favorite.
I have this many to pick from, so
I have 9, so I'm kind of happy.
Yeah, I've got 8.
So, I like what Anthony did and said that we should always go in that damn order. So, David. So, Anthony, you have 3. So let's do top 3, and then we'll do honorable mention because odds are we're going to steal each other.
My markers.
And then, so we'll still. I plan on talking about almost everyone I have on my list, so we'll get to all of them.
Can we make a rule of thumb right now before we start? Can we
What?
just none of us even choose Endgame? Because I think that's going to be all of our number ones anyway.
Oh yeah, I didn't take it. That's not my number one, but I didn't. I didn't.
Well, somebody can if they want.
Nah, I listen. It's the most anticipated movie ever.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's big. We bought. Have you guys bought tickets yet?
No, I'll wait. I'll see it, but I mean, I'll wait.
How can you wait to see Endgame? You're gonna get it ruined for you.
Because tickets are $300 on eBay to go in my neighborhood.
Correct.
Really? Because I bought tickets for $7 today.
You live in Mankato. I live in New York City.
We're going at 9 a.m. next Saturday morning, but
nobody's going because it's going to snow. So you have nothing to worry about.
I don't.
No, we'll take the snow.
If I can get even tickets. Let me check.
However, all right. So because that's next to Logan, that's the most anticipated movie of my life. So Logan's still top number one. Nothing will ever surpass that. But so I'm just gonna leave it off my list. With that being said,
yeah, no, I'm very anxious. I hope it lives up to all the hype. I think Infinity War did. I think that with all the build up to Infinity War and how excited everybody was, usually those movies end up disappointing, and it was still good. So I have a feeling that the Russo brothers are going to pull it off, and we're going to have a good movie.
I think so too.
Whoa, David, what's your number 3?
Number 3. Let's see here. For number 3, I am going to go with, because I love the first two, John Wick Chapter 3.
Yeah, he was on my honorable mentions.
You know,
Wick movies. I love them. I just they're perfect.
I was just talking to Amy today about John Wick 3, saying that we really should watch John Wick 2 so we could watch John Wick 3.
Well, good thing I didn't say what I was going to say. The way 2 ended, 3 is going to be interesting.
That's a flagrant 2. Time out. You, Mr. fucking movie phone. You've never seen John Wick 2?
I've owned it since it came out in video, but
oh my gosh, 2 is like just as good as, if not better than 1. I mean,
good.
Two sets a precedent for like what 1 was and what 3 is going to be.
Exactly. 3 is going to be interesting.
So
I'm sorry about dropping the F-bomb, but I can't believe you didn't see it.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I miss stuff. You've never watched Game of Thrones, so.
Oh, good for you.
So, Anthony, what's your number 3?
Oh, God. This is, there's so many that I could choose for number 3, but I'm actually going to throw a curveball at you guys. There's a movie I'm really interested in seeing, and it goes by the name of Brightburn, about the little boy who crash lands on Earth, and he's kind of got superpowers, but he's more super evil with his powers. I'm very excited to see it.
Yeah, that was an
well, basically, to sum it up, okay, it's produced by okay, we'll come back to it. Gunn produced it, okay? So he knows his stuff. I mean, he didn't direct it, but he did produce it. It's the story of Superman, but what if Superman was an evil, mean alien? And that's kind of
exactly
what Brightburn is. My only reservation for the movie is that I know it's gonna be good because James Gunn won't produce crap, But granted, sometimes when you throw the name, the director isn't an established director, so it's tough to say. But I would hope that James Gunn wouldn't put his name on garbage. And I do feel, though, that the trailers show too much.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm really, really almost hoping that it's kind of like an Us situation where they're only showing us the beginning of the movie, and there's a whole nother part of it that we have no idea. So, and that's kind of what I'm hoping, because I feel that the trailers have almost ruined that movie, but I thought that about Us too, and I was wrong. So I'm hoping that this is a new trend that you guys tease us, kind of like how I think Endgame is just showing us crap from the first half of the movie, and we haven't seen anything beyond that. So, well, that was going to be my number 3.
Sorry to steal your thunder, man.
So I'm going to give my number 3 to a movie that I'm pretty anxious for. I've gotten pretty excited about it. Trailer dropped a couple weeks ago, and it looks better than I thought it would. And we're going to go with Joker.
That was my number 2.
Yeah, I will put in another one for mine as well.
You know, Scorsese was part of it for a long time. You can totally tell. You know, it's definitely got that taxi cab feel to it. And I am very interested to see, now that we've seen that Thomas Wayne, Martha Wayne, and Bruce Wayne are all in it, that how they're going to twist this story. And it looks very, very, very good. The fact that, you know,
it's different. It's just got a different feel to it.
Yeah, you know, and what Joker does to get as big of a following that long ago, because it looks like it takes place in the 70s. What is he showing us? Yeah, speak. Oh, is it a fig pen?
Yes, it's the Joker. So you're talking about Joker.
Oh, there you go. How you get that big of a following back in the 70s without social media and all that other stuff, you know, where everybody has 4 channels, maybe 3 channels, and but I am super excited about it. It's the movie that I'm the most excited about, that I feel could let me down the most out of all of the movies on the list. Probably.
I don't think it will.
No, Joker's not going to be a letdown. Joker's definitely not going to be a letdown.
I'm hoping you're right. So
Joaquin,
David, yeah, Joaquin does no wrong. So
I was going to say, you know, especially after his Johnny Cash, I don't think he's going to do anything but bring greatness to the Joker movie.
I agree.
I mean, you saw how well he swung a bat in Signs.
That's true.
All right, so David, what is your number 2?
All right, my number 2 that me personally am looking forward to. I want to see what they do with him. It Chapter 2.
That should be a good one.
I mean, the first one. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the best, but I love it, and I want to see what he actually is in this version of it, because we know what he was in the first one.
No, I think it's gonna be more the same. You know,
Big fighter.
Well, yeah, we know that will happen. I can't imagine they're going to switch that up. You know, and
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, what do you think? Is it turn into a giant coffee cup and scare the kids with mass amounts of caffeine?
I don't know. Just some...
It's not. I like it. It's not kids.
I'm a big scary. Well, that's not
that one.
Hang on. You got to fix that.
All right, okay. This is what I was looking for. And, you know, I'm a big teapot, short and stout. Tip me over and see what pours out.
No, they're going to make him be a spider. I mean, they're not going to deviate. They didn't deviate greatly from the story for the movie or the miniseries. I still don't think they will. You know, they still have to stick to the source material to, you know, a certain extent. They can take certain liberties, but they're not going to change the whole end of it. But no,
you'd be surprised.
I know. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it.
I don't think we'll be
adults coming back and everything. That's pretty cool.
So, Anthony, what's your number 2?
So now that you stole my number 2 and David stole the fill-in number 2, I kind of switched it around a little bit. I'm really excited, anticipating to see the direction that they took this movie in, considering what it was as a comic book to what it's going to be on film. I'm really excited for New Mutants. That's my number 2.
Oh, that was on my honorable mentions. Yeah, I have a good feeling about it.
I like that it looks like a scary horror thriller type of movie.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's why I think it's not going to resemble the comics at all. I think they're just going to make this into the red box movie that everybody wants to get. And, oh, that's that scary movie, because you always see it's got B movie written all over it. I want it to be good. I will see it. I probably won't see it in the theater unless it gets really, really good reviews. But the fact that they broke it off, because originally it was going to fit into the Fox universe, but with all the train wreck that Dark Phoenix has been in production, it went a different way. And
well, I like that they're making it a dark superhero movie. Not dark in the sense of Batman dark. Dark in the sense of our modern day horror psychological dark.
Yeah. No, I don't know what that's it was on my honorable mentions. And I am interested to see what they do with it, but I do not have high hopes for New Mutants. I want to see it, and I want it to be good, but I kind of don't think it's going to be. I think
you're just a party pooper.
No, I think you're going to see an average review that's going to get like a 60, 65 on Metacritic.
Here's the guy that's also poop emoji all over Dark Phoenix because it has bad production and got pushed off.
For a while, it looked like it was going to go straight. For a while, it looked like it was straight to video. Arya's not in it. Sansa's in it.
No, Arya's in New Mutants.
Oh, she's in New Mutants.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The redhead's in Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, Sophie.
Oh,
Mark, what are you going with number 2 since Joker was number 3?
My number 2, I'm really, really hoping that they end it well. It's only been 42 years in the making by the time it comes out. Star Wars Episode 9. The Rise of the Skywalker.
That was my number 1. Now I got to pick another one. Yeah, Star Wars. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Other than the
Emperor is coming back. It's been released. He's
the new movies I've had no problems with.
Me neither.
I had no problems with Episode 8. A lot of people hated it. I didn't have a problem with it.
I enjoyed it.
The prequels weren't great, but they weren't the worst movies ever.
You guys just made Neil Malcolm Bench night. He's like bugging out about this. he's so happy he called it Stat Wars. Like he needs it right now.
I know. I really the Rise of Skywalker. I can't wait.
I'll give Skywalker a vibe.
Now that they've got the master back at the director, they brought J.J. Abrams back, who did a great job with Episode 7. I think that we're going to put the Star Wars name back on the map as good because they've now basically said they're not going to make another Star Wars movie for a really long time. We got the Mandalorian,
the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, there we go, coming out in November, which looks amazing. But so we'll get that before we get Episode 9. But I'm really, really hoping that I can put Star Wars to bed and be happy about it. I think I'm going to force myself to watch all 8 movies again beforehand. And I may even make Amy do it. Shh, I hope she doesn't hear me. She's probably not watching. But she's probably upstairs watching Flip or Flop rerun. But no, I am pretty confident that J.J. Abrams is gonna hit a home run because he really is one of the most reliable directors we have in Hollywood. He can. I mean, God, what did he started on freaking Roseanne and Felicity and made his way up to Lost. And then he made good Mission Impossible movies, which there had been bad Mission Impossible movies before him. Number 2 was atrocious. And then 3 came out and 3 was kind of fun. And it kind of
Star Trek. I liked Star Trek.
He did a great job with Star Trek. And what was something 90 millimeter? No, 60 mil. What was the one with the kids with the Super 8? Super 8, that's what it was. He did that one. That was a really fun, really good throwback to old 80s sci-fi movies. Not a lot of people saw Super 8 though. Did you guys see Super 8?
I never saw Super 8.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't watched it.
I was in that motel a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. And so that is my number 2. So David, since I took your number 1,
You did.
what are you gonna throw in there?
Well, like Anthony, I'm gonna throw a curveball. So who directed Deadpool?
Oh, I don't remember his name.
I thought he did a really good job. We'll put it that way. So I guess as subbing in for a number 1, I'm going to take a walk down memory lane, and I have faith in Terminator Dark Fate. The director of Deadpool's doing it. Arnold's back. Sarah Connor is back.
Is that coming up this year?
Yeah, at the end of the year. And it picks up, forget the other ones. It picks up after 2.
Okay.
So, and I like the director that did Deadpool. He's doing it. I think it's gonna do good. I have faith.
I mean, the only thing 3 had going for it was it has fat Chris Hardwick in it. And then 4, was that Salvation?
Is that the one with Bale in it? I think so. No,
I haven't seen that one, and I haven't seen Genesis. I think that's all of them, right? Is there been 5?
I think there's been.
Or is there another one too?
I think there was another. Let me check.
I'll be back.
Yeah, no. There's. I'll eventually watch the other 2. I know there's 2. There's at least 2 I haven't seen, because I haven't seen Salvation and I haven't seen Genesis. I think I have both. I know I have Salvation because I bought a pack that had the first 3 and Salvation in it, and another one if there is another one, but I kind of don't think there is. So, and you said Arnold's going to be in it?
Arnold's in it. The original, whatever her name is that played Sarah Connor in 1 and 2, she's back.
Yeah.
So
Linda
that's all
Hamilton
so far.
I believe Linda Hamilton. Yeah.
I think Sarah Connor was like one of my first like on-screen crushes.
But did they put what's his name through spin dry so they could bring the kid back? Edward Furlong?
Oh,
or is he like smoking crack on a corner somewhere?
No, he got curb stomped by his brother in American History X 2.
He didn't get curb stomped though.
No, he didn't. I'm just making a stupid joke.
Yeah.
He didn't fly over well.
That's a great movie. That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
The moral value at the end is what makes the whole movie that much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was,
yeah.
That's one of those movies that makes me forget what an ass Edward Norton is. But I still remember my first experience with Ed Norton is still one of his. Such a good movie. If you've ever seen Primal Fear with Richard Gere.
Oh my God, absolutely. Phenomenal movie.
Yeah, definitely.
What a great movie.
He's a good actor. He's just a D-bag in real life, I hear.
Oh yeah. That's why he stopped being Bruce Banner, is because he had some big dispute with the director, and he made his own cut of the Hulk movie, and he was going around showing it to people and got in trouble, and they're like, screw you, because he refused to do any promotional stuff for the Hulk movie, which his Hulk movie wasn't terrible. It was better than the Ang Lee one with Eric Bana as Bruce Banner.
His Hulk movie could have brought him in instead of Mark Ruffalo as our modern day Hulk.
Thank God he left, because Ruffalo was way better.
I love Ruffalo.
Anthony,
all right,
for number 1, I think I know what it is.
Well,
I mean, I feel comfortable crossing it off already before you even say.
Since we said we're not going to go with Endgame, I had to say that the number 1 movie I cannot wait to see is What Men Want.
What Men Want.
No, actually, it's not Dark Phoenix, because I'm very, very. It's an honorable mention. I really can't wait to see it because of my X-Men love. But there's a movie coming out that I don't know why. It's not even superhero related in any way. It's called The Curse of La Llorona, or La Llorona. It looks scary as you know what. I'm really excited.
I have no idea what this is.
it's one of it's a very chill worthy movie. Even the trailer made me jump. So
yeah, I have to check that one out.
So watch the trailer. You'll understand that it's a modern day. It's not a slasher movie. It's a modern day horror. Scare the crap out of you in your pants while you're watching it. Like, don't watch it with the lights off. You'll probably jump through the window.
You have to remember, though, Anthony got scared watching the Life of Pets 2 trailer as well.
I got scared during Jumanji. Forget about it.
A Jumanji.
I got scared during Up when the old man caught the balloon. I got really nervous. I almost lost it.
Okay, so I'm going
Mark?
none of you are gonna foresee the movie that I'm picking for the movie that I'm gonna have for my number one that I'm most excited.
I bet you. Can I take a wild guess out of left field?
Yeah, you're never gonna guess it, but go for it.
Spider-Man: Far From Home.
No, not even close.
Do I get a guess?
Go for it.
Masters of the Universe.
Is that not coming out this year, though, is it?
Supposedly it's coming out at the end of the year.
No, I doubt it will. There's not even a trailer for it yet.
Nope, nothing.
I don't even think they started shooting it yet.
No, but supposedly it's coming out.
New Men in Black.
Oh, God.
International.
That's not even on my honorable mentions. 2 was so bad that I haven't been able to watch 3 yet, even though I have the 3-pack on Blu-ray. I'll see International, but I'm not going to run out to the theaters and see it. No, so there's
Give it to me now. Give it to me now.
There's a director that I really like, and his name is Danny Boyle.
Come on.
You may remember Danny Boyle from such hits as Train Spotting. Is it The Island? Is that the one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
The Beach.
The Beach. There we go. The Beach.
Yeah, The Beach.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Ooh. The Beach was better.
And several. Danny Boyle's a great movie director. And so I may have showed you guys this trailer, but it's a movie. I love music movies, not musicals, but movies about music. Okay. So the main character is a Middle Eastern guy who's a musician that decides he's about to hang it up and move on with his life because it's just he realizes he's never going to make it as a musician. You know, he's talented, but just doesn't have that writing ability to go on and make hit after hit and all that other stuff. So there's like a lightning storm. They lose power. I don't know if he gets hit by lightning or what happens, but the next morning, someone had given him a guitar the night before, and he's playing "Let It Be" on the guitar. And everyone's like, that's at the little gathering is like, that's the best song you've ever written. That's the best song you've ever written, ever. And he's like, it's the Beatles. It's not me. It's the Beatles. And they're like, who's the Beatles? Who's the Beatles? And nobody knows who the Beatles are. So he goes home. He tries to Google it. The internet does not know who the Beatles are. So he starts releasing all the Beatles' biggest hits as his own songs because he knows how to play them and becomes the biggest rock star in the world. In fact, there's a scene with him recording Hey Jude, and Ed Sheeran is in there with him. He's like, dude, can I give you a suggestion? Make it Hey Dude. But it looks really, really good. If you haven't watched the trailer, it's called Yesterday, and it seems like a very clever. It's kind of like almost like a Twilight Zone episode, And my guess is somehow it's going to come back to haunt him at the end and stuff like that. But it looks really, really, really good, and I'm super excited to see it.
It sounds interesting. Definitely does.
So let's see here. Some of the ones that we didn't talk about. Rocket Man, with the as big as Bohemian Rhapsody was, Rocket Man's trailer is almost as good, and Elton John actually is.
It is. It is.
Isn't that's the kid that played Robin Hood?
Hold on.
In the new Robin Hood movie, I haven't watched that movie.
That's the kid that played Robin Hood. And he was really good.
I thought you didn't watch movies from that era unless they had vampires in them.
But that's Robin Hood. That's different. Art. Archers and vampires work for me.
There's lots of archers in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but I don't know. That whole Viking, not I know they're not Vikings, but
There's
like
no Vikings. There's dragons.
I know. Yeah, I never cared much for like dragons.
Yeah.
Werewolves, vampires, absolutely. They can make 3,000 underworlds. I'll watch every one.
There's the undead already. The White Walker.
But like, yeah.
There's a lot of incest.
I'm Italian. I don't need any more of that.
So yeah, Rocket Man is definitely on my list. Now David's on. We can move on to the next one. Seth Rogen is producing what I would say is probably going to be our next Superbad, called Good Boys. If you haven't watched that trailer, watch the Red Band trailer, and you will pee yourself. It's so freaking funny. David, you saw it, didn't you?
Which one?
Good Boys?
The which? Who?
The trailer for Good Boys.
No, I don't think I have.
When it's like super bad, but like in junior high, where the kids are a little younger and like they're trying to anal beads and they're like looking around and their nunchucks and these smell like. But yeah, no,
that does look really good.
So that looks very, very funny. There's two movies that are going to be hard R comedies with younger people in them that look good, because there's also Booksmart, which is a girl cast one, and that one looks really, really funny as well, which also has a Red Band trailer that you should watch. You know, some of these we maybe I'll post a few of these trailers on the show page so you guys can see them. But now, since we're all fans of horror movies, there's a couple big horror movies that I would like to see this year. You guys watched the trailer for Ma?
No.
With Octavia Spencer? Oh.
That was good. The wife made me watch that. That was good.
Yep. That one. Just imagine like this older lady starts letting high school kids party at her house. And then when they start not liking her very much, starts doing very mean things to them.
Interesting.
We got Guillermo del Toro's Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I think
I read that book growing up.
fantastic.
That was an honorable mention of mine.
I love anthology movies, and especially anthology horror movies. You know, like Cat's Eye, the Stephen King one with Quitters Incorporated, and when the cat versus that little troll thing. I can't remember what that one's called. And yes, Spider-Man Far From Home. That's on my honorable mentions. I am happy to see that one. It looks like it's going to be good. I mean, Homecoming was really good. And I have no reason to believe that Far From Home is not going to be good as well. And, you know, Nick Fury's in it. And those of us that saw Captain Marvel know that he's a good sidekick. And now, Child's Play reboot. What do you guys think of that one?
I never cared for any of them.
Yeah, no, it's not my thing.
I don't care for the Pet Cemetery reboot either.
Yeah, I heard the ending, and I'm very disappointed.
But I like how Child's Play is more of a technology thing where Chucky can interface with all kinds of electronic stuff. Makes it look like it could be a real interesting one. Now, the last horror one on my list is Midsummer, which is the second movie by the director. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he did a little movie called Hereditary, if you guys saw that.
Yeah, good movie.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
If you saw Hereditary, you'd remember that you saw Hereditary in the last year, because that movie is effed up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you watch that movie, and you're just, when it gets over, you're just like, what the hell did I just watch? But so it looks like it's some kind of summer festival that happens once every like 120 years or something. And it's, part of me almost wonders. Hang on. Let me fix this wire here. It's making noise. Okay. Part of me wouldn't even be surprised if they pull like a M. Night Shyamalan with his Unbreakable Glass and Split, and make Midsummer in the same universe as Hereditary was. So, David, you need to watch Hereditary because
Yeah, I think I do.
you need to have an uneasy night of sleep. There are a few parts of that movie that are really, 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 really hard to unsee. And now there's a few kids movies that look pretty good. I have to say that I'm not gonna lie. I kind of we're gonna go see Toy Story 4 in the theater. I think that's gonna be Sawyer's first movie theater movie. And
Uh-oh.
the
That's
trailers
exciting.
the trailers look pretty good. You know, I was real standoffish with 3 because I'm like, how can they make another one? They're just milking this. They're milking this, and 3 might have been one of the best of all of them. And I'm hoping that this one picks up and moves in that same direction. Now, there's also a little movie called Detective Pikachu.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nah.
As funny as Ryan Reynolds is, if that's a rainy night, me and the wife going on,
Oh yeah,
we watch it.
I'm not gonna see it in the theater, but I want to see
No,
it.
I wasn't anticipating anybody seeing it in the theater unless you have children that are into that, or you're like, you got a boner over Pikachu. But
Okay, so I mean, if it was more kid orientated, we'd probably bring Sawyer to that one too, because every day when I come home from work and I come down to change out of my dress clothes into like t-shirt and shorts and stuff, Sawyer comes downstairs with me, and then we have to put the Pikachu stocking cap on him, and then he walks around and points out everyone on here that he knows the name of, and he always knows the name of Pikachu because he's got his Pikachu hat on, and so we would probably bring him to see that one too. Now, I've been dead against Aladdin until I saw the newest trailer today.
Ugh.
And now I'll maybe watch it for free at home. Just because Aladdin was probably the last Disney movie that I probably saw in the theater and owned. And the songs in Aladdin are pretty good. I'm sure everybody knows that David sings A Whole New World to me every morning. He calls me up and sings it to me.
I do. I video chat it to him every
I
morning.
know. It's really nice. It's
on my
really
way to work. It's what I do. It's my routine.
It's my alarm clock, And so yeah, and Frozen 2, I'll see it sometime.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know.
We finally watched Frozen because that's all anybody ever talked about, ever, for like 3 months. And I did feel that I needed to see it because FOMO starts kicking in after a while, and that whole fear of missing out. And I need to know what people are talking about, because I feel like there's inside jokes and all kinds of other stuff, and then it came into for several months when we bring the dog out. Like, are you going to make a brown man? But
that was scary.
But no, couple of comedy movies I've seen the trailers for recently. I've only seen the first 2 Fast and Furious movies. So, like a year ago, I bought the box set that has all of them in it. And I kind of want to watch them because I have realized that now they've completely changed what the franchise is. And now it's just this big, over-the-top, ridiculous action movies. And, because they brought Jason Statham in, they brought The Rock in, and, it's like, yeah. I heard it's like The Expendables, but good.
It looks really good. It looks really good.
Hobbs and Shaw looks hilarious.
Yeah, it does.
And I feel like I have to watch the movies to understand who Hobbs and Shaw are because I have no freaking clue. But so that looks really good. And the last time, there's 2 more of my honorable mentions. The other one is Stuber, which is a play on Uber, where Kumail Nanjiani, who is on Silicon Valley, he wrote and directed The Big Sick, which is a great movie. If you have Amazon, it's on Amazon Prime. Watch it. It's actually a true story about how him and Emily Gordon, his wife, met each other and got together. where shortly after they started dating, they broke up. And she went into a coma, and he was still her emergency contact. And so he went to the hospital, and that's how he first met her family. And he's Middle Eastern, and it's how their whole families mix. It's really Ray Romano and Holly Hunter play her parents in the movie, and it's a really 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 good movie. But in Stuber, it's the new plan. I think they're trying to make a David Batista be the new Hollywood wrestler, kind of like The Rock, but not The Rock because he's not. He has The Rock probably has more charisma in his little finger than David
Right,
Batista does.
yeah.
Even though Batista is awesome as Drax, but there's 2 movies he's in, coming out this summer or fall. But Stuber looks really good because he pretends to be, or he is, an FBI agent, and Kumail Nanjiani is his driver, and they get in all kinds of crazy. It's a fish out of water action movie type thing, and it looks pretty funny. And then my final honorable mention, I know I have a lot of them. I've gone on for quite some time here. Is
What makes the movie fun?
Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. A new trailer just dropped not too long ago that I hadn't seen, and I watched it today. Well, we were watching something like right before I came downstairs. Watch Mojo had top 10 movies for this summer or something like that. And I'm like, oh, well, this is perfect to watch right before I go down, even though I'd already made my list. But it's Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie.
Talking about.
So it takes place in the 70s in Hollywood during the Manson murders. So the Manson murders are going to factor into it as well. And it looks really, 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 really good.
It does look good.
I'm actually really, really excited to see that one because I love me some Quentin Tarantino. In my eyes, he hasn't made a bad movie.
Oh.
What movie do you not like that Quentin Tarantino did?
I only like one that he did. I don't like anything else.
What? Are you on crack cocaine?
The only movie I like that he did was From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, see, Anthony.
Yeah.
I don't know what's maybe it's something weird in New Jersey. So you don't like Pulp Fiction? You don't like Kill Bill? You don't like
Kill Bill? Kill Bill was good. Kill Bill was really good. I like
Jackie Brown.
Which one was that one? The
Inglourious Bastard.
Which one was that?
I don't read movies. Inglourious Bastard sucked.
You don't what? Oh,
I don't read movies.
The Bear Jew's gonna get you. You know that, right?
You don't read one character talks in another language. Christopher Waltz.
I don't
and he is so good in that movie. Shame on you.
Mortal sin.
Oh, shame.
Kill Bill was good. Pulp Fiction I didn't like at all. Did he do
Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs was awesome. That's probably like 1A next to From Dusk Till Dawn.
And I mean, he wrote True Romance, Natural Born Killers.
Okay.
A lot of stuff.
Not a big fan of it.
What was it? Was it The Crazy Eight? Which one was that?
That's Kill Bill.
Django? Did Tarantino do Django?
Django Unchained, yeah. Django Unchained is really, really good.
I love that one. That's a good one. It grew on me. Second time I saw it.
It didn't have to grow on me. So
I'd rather watch my grandparents slow dance.
Oh yeah, the Hateful Eight is the Western one. That one's really good too.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
Holly Hunter looks like crap in that movie. But the ensembles, the people that he gets to play the parts that he does are just really, really good. I watched the first half. You see like some people that have such range and you don't realize the range they have because I finally watched the first Kingsman movie last weekend and got to see lispy Samuel Jackson. And you compare that to like Nick Fury, it's a whole different planet, And then I watched the first half of the second Kingsman. But yes, the Kingsman scene in the church with Freebird is an excellent soundtrack.
That is. That's perfect.
It's not the most believable fight, but it was really good. Now, I finally started taking on Cuphead this week. David's beat it. I don't know how.
Oh no, I haven't beat it. I'm on.
Oh, you haven't beat it.
Me and my daughter play it together. I think we're on that crazy ass clown with the bumper cars.
Okay, well, I'm not that far, so
It's hard. It's hard.
I got to the slot machine one, and then I'm up on like the second or third of the run and gun ones. So where's the end of the game? I mean, is it you have to do the run and gun stuff and these? I mean, is it all wrapped up?
Oh yeah, you keep going, and then you have to take on King Dice and then the Devil, and then you're done.
Okay. I mean, it's real wholesome. You know, it looks like it's a little kiddie game, you know, because it's all hand-drawn graphics and stuff like that.
Right.
It's like an old 40s cartoon. But you're really going around and harvesting the souls of all the people that own the Devil Casino guys' money.
Yep.
But it's a real wholesome story.
Yeah, it took Sam and I like 3 weeks to beat Cagney.
And next week, I'll be able to comment on how good Mortal Kombat 11 and Days Gone are, because I have next Friday off. Because originally we were going to try to go see Endgame the day it comes out, but Amy had to miss 3 days of work like last week, so she didn't want to take the day half day off. So we're going to go see it on Saturday morning. But I have the day off, and Days Gone comes out on Friday.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm going to put crap on that. So now, do either of you guys have any other honorable mentions?
Go ahead, Anthony.
Just Dark Phoenix and Spider-Man Far From Home.
All right.
So did you guys mention when I had to let the dogs in, Zombieland Double Tap?
Is that coming out this year?
According to the list that I read, it is.
Let's see here.
I thought the first Zombieland was hilarious.
Well, it's listed as 2019 on IMDb. It's coming out October 11th.
So that's one of mine. I loved Zombieland. I thought it was funny.
It was very funny. I agree.
You know, it's been a really, really long time. I mean, who else in it? Oh, it looks like a lot of the same people.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson, those peeps. The other one is, it's probably a B movie, but I loved 47 Meters Down. The first one.
I haven't seen that.
They're making another one. It's called Uncaged. So, I mean, it's probably cheesy, but the first 47 Meters Down, like, I was surprised by. It's one of those on Netflix, like, looks good. I'll check it out. Like, I really liked it. The way the ending is and everything and what happens, like, yeah, I'm looking forward to that second one.
One that I did miss is The Dead Don't Die.
Is that
Adam Driver, Bill Murray, Selena Gomez, Stephen Buscemi, Tom Waits, Carol Kane, Rosie Perez, Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really good.
Well, of course, you know, it's starring former Bieber girlfriend Selena Gomez, Danny Glover, Sarah Driver, Iggy Pop. Oh, there's so many people in that movie. So now who? Jim Jarmusch. What has he done? Something else that I should know? Because that looks like a very stylized movie, and for the people that he has in it, I feel like he must have made something.
I mean, yeah, to get all those stars.
Oh, he did the documentary "Gimme Danger," which is that the one that's about Iggy Pop? Yeah, that's a really good documentary too. "Gimme Danger" is about Iggy Pop and the Stooges. Now, before we go into our spoiler territory with Game of Thrones stuff, we're going to be doing. I'm giving these guys homework, and I'm making them watch things. Sometimes it's going to be really good things. Sometimes it's going to be really horrible things. And then we'll either be praising things or we're going to be talking about how absolutely horrible it was to sit through it. And I'm going to purposely pick a few things just to kill Anthony, because Anthony, I want to get something bad enough that puts Anthony on that next level of irritated, you know.
Like you want a super rant, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna find one or two Super Rant movies for you, and I have a few really fun ones. You know, sometimes there's some of it is going to be music documentaries that I've been trying to get these guys to watch. If you guys want to watch next week's, it's one that's out. It's called Film Age. It's the documentary on the Descendants. It's fantastic. If you like punk rock, pop punk, any kind of punk rock, or are a fan of music documentaries at all, watch Film Age. It's fantastic. One of my favorite music documentaries. And we're going to be watching that for next week's show and talking about it. And
Cool.
if you're not a Descendants fan, you will be after watching it because they are the hardest one of the. When you hear about bands being the hardest working band in music, they are probably up there. So they are definitely worth. Looks like they dropped the. You can pre-order the Jolly Green Giant and Sprout now.
It's gonna be like that Smacks, Honey Smacks thing.
Well, I kind of want to try to get the 2-pack from Target. But well, yeah, I don't care if they're commons. I still like the ad icons.
Yeah,
we're not gonna own the expensive ones. And what if it's a Funko Shop released one? It's gonna be worth $10 more.
that's true.
Because none of the Funko Shop ones are worth anything either. Fruit Pie's worth what? I think I paid about $24 to have him shipped here, and I think he's worth like 19. So yeah. Don't be hating on the commons because they're not worth any different than the Funko Shop ones, it seems. There's just more of them, so they're worth a little less. But yeah, no. Oh, and they have the real glam shots out now of the police pops, which of course I need to get. Now, one thing I finally got to see because I'm sure, like most of you, whatchamacallit, with the rock pops, as they've announced them, we know who most of the people are. But then there was this weird 7-pack for BTS, and we're all like,
God, yes.
what the hell is BTS? Well, on Saturday Night Live, they actually had them as musical guests last week. And
what the hell is
You
it?
liked them.
one of the second song they did wasn't that bad.
Oh, stop.
I mean, it's not something that I would go out and buy. But as far as pop music, see, the problem with a band like BTS is I'm all about lyrics. And sometimes really good lyrics will make or break a song for me. I mean,
Yeah,
there are artists that if they did not have the lyrics that they did, I probably wouldn't like the music. But a good lyric will win me over anytime. And I have a really hard time listening to songs that I have no idea what they're saying or what the song's about. But they pull off having 7 people in a band. I just think that's way too many for a boy band. But no, because the second song was kind of rappy and stuff, and it actually was. If I heard it on the radio, I'd probably bop my head to it a little bit. I know one day at work, I went and I found the song and I listened to it, and I was like, oh, okay. Kind of like well, actually, Baby Metal's better, of course, but
What's the name of the band?
BTS, they're huge. They're like one of the biggest bands in the world. But
I'm finding them.
I think I listened to the song "Mic Drop."
Mic Drop. Okay.
Was the one that
Yes. Artists. Okay. Fake Love.
I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I can see why people like them. I'm not gonna ever buy any of their stuff.
Top songs.
But then it made me almost want to buy the 7-pack just because it's a 7-pack and there's no other 7-packs.
Mic Drop. There it is.
Now I'm coveting all those.
I have no idea what this is all about.
Interesting.
They have good producers.
I'll listen to the rest of it later. Interesting. It's different.
Yeah. Nothing great. I was really excited. I think I sent you the link too. That I saw that the propeller heads. That's why the Decks and Drums and Rock and Roll disappeared off of Spotify, is because they came out with the 20th anniversary edition. And if you're into electronic music, Decks and Drums and Rock and Roll by Propeller Heads is as good as it gets.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get that record because that whole album is so good. And hopefully it comes with. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I have Spotify. Now, guys, I can't tell you how much I like Spotify over things like Pandora and everything else, because Spotify, it's like it's laid out like if you had your own music collection, and it's just everything's there. I mean, you can search for any you browse by the albums, and everything like that. Kind of like how
Right.
you own stuff in Amazon Music and stuff like that. It's that same layout, and I like it so much better because I jump all over on what I listen to every day. And but now with the $10 a month for Spotify Premium, you also get Hulu.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, that's a pretty sick deal.
Yeah, so you get Hulu and Spotify for $10 a month.
That's a good deal.
It's the Hulu with commercials, but that's $6 by itself plus tax. So I mean, really, it's a great deal.
Yeah, it's a win-win. Yeah, you can't argue with that.
All right, kids. So now we're gonna go into a section of the show that if you do not want to know what happened on season 8, episode 1 of Game of Thrones, I bid you adieu. Thanks for joining.
Hey, listen,
right?
I don't want to be a party pooper, but I have nothing to add to this segment.
I know, you can just sit and watch and then make fun of us. All right. So, David?
Yes, sir.
What'd you think of the episode that they did not release the name of until after it aired?
You know what? A lot of people whined and said, "Oh, it was all setting things up and this and that, and oh, it should have been battles and that." I thought it was good. I thought it was
When a
perfect.
show's not on for 545 days, they have to do a little bit of setup, because if you want to get to an end game that everybody's gonna like, you have to put all the pieces in motion.
Exactly, and everybody all wants the action from the first. I thought it was perfect. I thought the walk was perfect. It set up all sides.
Some of the things that they did were excellent. I loved. They basically mirrored several shots from the very first episode in episode 8, where instead of having the Baratheons coming into Winterfell,
Right,
it
correct.
was Daenerys and Jon, and some of the same interactions. It was still, Arya watching them from afar. They had the "Where's Arya? Where's Arya? Oh, she's doing the Arya thing," and instead of Mama Stark, it was Sansa welcoming her and saying that this is your home. This, our house is your house type thing, But boy, Sansa was not impressed with Daenerys at all.
No, she does not like her at all.
Talking about someone that's got mega resting bitch face. Sansa is but she's the smart one. She's the only one that talks about resource allocation.
I don't know. She's got something planned.
There's going to be after this White Walker crap. There is going to be it's going to be a hot mess because nobody likes anybody anymore. And but no,
I'm seeing a lot of rumors and stuff going around that they're going to defeat the White Walkers, and then his true side's going to come out, who he is, and him and Dany are going to fight for the throne.
So, do you think Jon's going to tell Daenerys before the White Walker battle, or do you think it's going to be after?
I think it's going to be after.
I do too. But now talk about an epic, epic, epic scene is when Daenerys is congratulating Sam on all the great work he's done.
Oh my God, right.
And then he starts talking about his family, and she's like, "Oh, that was your dad. I had him killed because he wouldn't bend a knee." And then he's like, kind of like, "Oh," because his dad was an ass. And so I think he was okay with that. He's like, well, at least my brother is running the show. Oh, your brother?
Oh.
Yeah, we burnt him up too.
Right.
Oh.
Then the tears started.
So that was very, very bittersweet. So then, it goes to then Sam trying to go tell John that, hey, you're banging your aunt. He
What?
I told you there's a lot of incest in the show.
But see, I think that's her
like-
downfall. That shows her like the Mad King Targaryen side. Like he didn't give in, so I fried his ass fried his rear end, and I think
well,
that's her downfall.
she did make a point that they didn't have time to take prisoners, and if they're not going to be with them and they're going to be against them, then they have to kill them. Because why would you let someone free that's going to be against
no
you?
emotion behind it, just the straight face. Oh yeah, we killed them all.
Oh,
like
he's not a great ruler.
Downfall.
I mean, she's made so many mistakes that have been hot messes that, like, if Tyrion wouldn't have showed up when she was over across the ocean, she would have been kind of screwed.
True, she would have been.
But so then Sam goes and like John's like, buddy, pal, oh.
By the way,
family.
And you're
by the way, you're her nephew. So yeah, no, that's gonna be interesting. And then we got Creeper Bran. Who's just always sitting there watching everybody.
Like, because remember he said when Sam came out, he said, "I'm waiting for an old friend." So was he? Do you think he was waiting for Jaime the whole time?
Oh yeah,
that is true.
He's like, hey Jaime, can you give me a push? No, in the wheelchair.
Right.
But
no.
Yeah, and that's going to be interesting because I'm guessing that all clairvoyant Bran knows everything now since he's the three-eyed raven.
Yes, he's the three-eyed raven.
That he was watching, him have sex with his sister, and
come on.
So then he pushes this little like 8-year-old kid out of a castle tower. And now he's crippled for life, but now he's the three-eyed raven. So he's like
three-eyed raven, all knowing.
And Arya, she's badass as usual. I hope that this whole thing with Gendry is gonna be not a big thing because we don't really have time for a little budding romance.
No,
but hey, Robert Baratheon wanted Sansa to marry Joffrey, even though Joffrey really wasn't her son. It was his wife and her brother's son.
Right.
But he wanted one of the Starks to marry a Baratheon. And technically, Gendry, he's a Baratheon.
He's a bastard, but he is a Baratheon.
Yeah, actually, he's the one that rightfully should be sitting in King's Landing right now.
That's true. He should be.
He's the only living Baratheon. So, yeah. So I hope they don't make a big deal with that one.
I don't think they have time to. I don't know.
But, I mean, like, Sansa at least is thinking about some of the right stuff. Like, hey, how are we going to feed all these people? We barely had enough food to do it, and now you have these dragons. I mean, what do they eat? And she's like, whatever they want.
Whatever they want, right.
And then they must eat a lot because, like, they read off this whole grocery list of what they had been eating. Like, they're not eating very much.
They had 18 goats and 4 pigs, and yeah.
But, and then in the preview for next week, where we get to see, because Dany's dad was killed by Jaime. And she's probably not going to be real good friends with him.
No, not at all. But yet they made the truth.
How did Jaime get his emo haircut and now his hair's not blonde anymore?
I know, right? They did make the truce, though. So on that, though, what do you think about what everybody's talking about, too? The opening credits. When they meant there's 4 dragons. Where's the 4th dragon coming in?
Is there 4 dragons in the entry?
There is 4 dragons.
I think there's still going to be just 3.
You think so?
I don't think there's going to be a 4th. Unless the Night King has another one.
Unless John gets
wait. There's somebody called the Night King, and he has 3 dragons, but there may be
he has 1 because he can raise anybody that's dead to be in his army.
So now he's got an army of the undead.
He killed one of the 3 dragons, and now he has the dead dragon. And that's why they had the Great Wall to keep the Nightwalkers out and the Wildlings. And then the end of last season was him flying on his new demon dragon, destroying the giant wall with the dragon fire.
Wow, so somebody needs to bring this guy into real life so he can go attack Trump.
Yeah, well, the Night King, you've seen him plenty,
Yeah,
one of him sitting in that chair over there that Mr. Trump is sitting in right now. They
I just saw that behind you. Mark, you win the internet today.
Yep, I got Trump sitting on the Iron Throne back there. No. I could see that he was paying attention when I was talking about it in the pre-show.
No, I was too busy trying to make a list of my things. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, so yeah, he destroyed the wall, and now they're coming over, and he could be, he could be a vampire. We don't know.
Don't tell me that. Now I'm going to start watching.
I know. Well, I mean, you got Walking Dead, sisters and brothers having babies, aunties and nephews making out. I mean, what's not to like about it?
I don't know, but the half a bag of chocolate-covered pretzels I just ate is not sitting well with all this talk.
Would you like a chocolate-covered pretzel?
Yo, listen, let me tell you something. The chat room is loving this conversation you guys are having. I'm so lost. All I keep on hearing is your brother banged your sister, your aunt banged your uncle, but I don't know.
Yeah, no.
So I think the rest of the season is next episode.
It's going to be more setup. I don't think it's not going to be a big battle unless they have a mini one that they lose.
No, I think it's going to set it up to the battle. Then I think the third one's the battle. Fourth is cleaning up, and whoever in the fifth and sixth are whoever's going to take the throne.
I almost think that the big battle for the throne, the battle for King's Landing is going to be the 5th episode. Because there's so much stuff that they have to wrap up that they can't, because we know that either the battle for King's Landing or the battle against the Night King in the White Walkers is going to be it's like the most expensive, longest battle ever.
Exactly.
We know that's happening.
It's number 3. It's number 3.
There's like what are the budgets for each of these episodes is like what, 25 million?
Yeah, something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. But I don't think Bronn is going to kill Tyrion with the bow that he killed his dad.
Jaime, yeah, I don't think he is. He's going to join.
I kind of don't think that he's his dad. I think we're going to find out that well, he could be his dad, but I almost think that no, because
who's dad?
Tyrion's dad. Because there's all this talk that he could be a Targaryen as well, and that's why the dragon let him touch him. But whatchamacallit, he would have had to been born from their mom, so he can't be Targaryen.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Unless she slept with a Targaryen guy, but anything's possible. Maybe him and Jon are brothers.
In that universe it is, but I don't think he's a Targaryen.
So then there's all the talk now that the Night King's really a Stark. And there's also talk that the Night King is a Targaryen.
Yeah, I heard the Targaryen talk.
Because the symbols are like the symbols that the Night King in the White Walkers make. Like that spiral is very, very reminiscent of the Targaryen.
Right, it's going the opposite direction.
So, and some people are like, oh, because he can ride a dragon too. Well, he raises things from the dead and controls them. So I don't think
I don't buy that.
Targaryen to ride the dragon. Yeah, now doesn't this sound so appealing, Anthony?
No.
My favorite is one of the girls at work told me that she just started watching, and she's watched up to episode 7 of season 1. And I'm like, oh, who's your favorite character? Ned Stark.
Ned Stark, right?
I think he's gonna die in the next episode, but I didn't tell her that.
There's so many rumors we don't know. There's rumors he's alive too, that it was a faceless man that got beheaded and Ned's really alive somewhere. And yeah, there's
I don't think that's the truth.
no,
I mean, with all the emotion, him talking to his kids and all that other stuff when this all happened, there's no way that was a faceless man.
Yeah, no.
That would be them just saying "F you."
Plus, I
We're
think
more likely to get a headless Ned rising from the grave when the Night King takes over Winterfell, since they have those crypts down below.
that is true.
But what would be the point of having headless Ned, other than he's a really expensive pop?
Yeah, no kidding. Whew.
But yeah, no. So that's our thoughts on the first episode. We will talk about more. Now, I think we had a lot more to say about this one because everybody, it's so much speculation and so much had to be set up in this one that next time might have a little bit of setup yet still. But I have a sinking suspicion that there's going to be the banter is going to be a little less. So, but I think that's all I have. And it's already 20 to 10. So I was thinking we were gonna have a hard time filling this episode because
I know Game of Thrones.
But Game of Thrones got us talking, but movies always gets me talking, and there's so many that I want to see yet this year. That
it's gonna be a good year for movies. And my dad's currently filming The Sopranos, not being in it, but he's working on it. And it's nice to know that John Bernthal is playing some type of role in it. Hopefully, I'll meet him soon and get to ask him what he's playing.
Well, and I think that's coming out next year because the big HBO movie for me this year is at the end of May, so it must be right after Game of Thrones. Is Deadwood?
Oh,
I loved the series. I did.
Yeah,
Bullock.
And I'm really happy that it's finally going to get an end.
Yeah,
there's so many good actors in that show, and almost everybody came back. So I'm very, very excited for Deadwood. Oh, John finally made it.
Well,
hopefully you got a better phone than with your new one. Did you get rid of the iPhones and go Android finally, John? Like a responsible adult?
Well, no, he got a new iPhone.
He got a new iPhone?
Yep.
Poor boy. Do you guys have iPhones or do you guys have Android?
Nope, I've got an Android. I've got a Galaxy.
I got an iPhone.
I would have thought that Anthony would have came back and said that he had a flip phone, but screw the internet. The only thing that's smart in my house is me. We have to convert Anthony over and make him watch some TV because Anthony's not watching any TV. He comes home, he's tired every night. Mondays he watches Twilight, then he watches New Moon on Tuesday.
No.
He just watches those sparkly vampire movies.
No.
After he gets after Thursday, when he's gotten through all those movies, then he moves on and he starts watching Interview with a Vampire and
Tom.
Because he has to go from the sparkly vampires to homoerotic vampires. So
no, none of that is true, guys. None of that is true at all.
And then he finishes off the week with Once Bitten, starring John Carey or Jim Carrey.
Now that's a completely different situation. That's a great movie.
I saw that in the theater when I was little.
It's a good movie.
What's an XR? Oh, is that the special
phone? That's the phone I have. It's not as expensive as the next model up, but there's no difference to any of them. The next model up has like 128 gigs as opposed to the 64 that we got.
So it basically looks good in low light or after a few drinks.
Well, I mean, the XR's camera was rated awesome.
Oh man.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, thank you all for showing up and watching this tonight. We'll be back next week, same damn time, same damn channel. And everybody, say goodnight to the audience. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks, y'all. Go watch your game of.
Thank you,
Game of
everybody.
Thrones.
We love you.
All right, and remember, next week we're going to talk about Film Age. So if you haven't seen it and you want to join in the conversation, watch it. Have a good one. Have a nice damn week, kids.